Ito na ang mga karakter ng El Filibusterismo. Una na rito ay si Simon, na kung saan Crisostomo Ibarra in disguise presumed dead at the end of the Noli Me Tangere. Ibarra has returned as the wealthy jeweler Simon. So, dito sa El Filibusterismo, nagbalik si Crisostomo Ibarra, ngunit siya ay bilang si Simon. He was sometimes crude and confrontational. He was derisively described by Kosuji and Benzaib as an American mulatto of a British Indian. While presenting as the arrogant elitist on the outside, he secretly plans a violent revolution in order to avenge himself for his misfortunes as Chrysostom Ibarra, as well as Heston Ulias' reformist goals. So, sumunod ay si Basilio. He is the son of Sisa and another character from Noli Me Tangere. In the events of El Filibusterismo, si Basilio is an aspiring and so far successfully physician on his last year at the university. So, waiting na lang siya sa kanyang license to be released upon his graduation. So, after his mother's death in the novel of Noli Me Tangere, he applied as a servant in Capitan Tiago's household in exchange for food, lodging, and being allowed to study. Eventually, he took up medicine, and with Tiago having retired from society, he also became the manager of Tiago's vast estate. So that's it. Additional, Basilio's lover or sweetheart is Julie. Julie is the daughter of Kabisang Tales, whose family took him in when he was a young boy, fleeing the Guardia Civil and his deranged mother. So, next character is Isagani. Isagani is Basilio's friend. He is described as taller and more robust than Basilio. He is the nephew of Padre Florentino, but is also rumored to be Florentino's son with his old sweetheart before he was ordained as a priest. During the events of the novel, Isagani is finishing his study at the Ateneo Municipal and is planning to take medicine. So that's it. Next is Father Florentino, rather. Nagkamali lang ako ng type, guys. It's Father Florentino, not Father Florante. Father Florentino is Isagani's uncle and a retired priest. Florentino was the son of a wealthy and influential Manila family. He entered the priesthood and the insistence of his mother. As a result, he had to break an affair with the woman he loved and in despair devoted himself instead to his parish. So he is described as a white-haired with a quiet, serene personality and a strong build. He did not smoke, he did not drink. He was well respected as his peers, evenly by Spanish friars and also officials. So let's move on. Next, Father Fernandez. Father Fernandez is Dominican who was a friend of Izagani. Following the incident with the posters, he invited Isagani to a dialogue, not so much as a teacher with this. Although they failed to resolve their differences, they each promised to approach their colleagues with the opposing views from the other party, although both feared that given the animosity that existed between their sides, their own compatriots may not believe in the other party's existence rather. So, next is Capitan Tiago, wherein Capitan Tiago is Maria Clara's stepfather. So, kung nabanggit ko kanina na si Capitan Tiago ay ama ni Maria Clara, ngunit kinalaunan may lumabas na issue tungkol kay Doña Pia Alba at Padre Damaso na nagkaroon sila ng relasyon, kaya sinasabi rito na ang biological father ni Maria Clara ay si Padre Damaso. So, Tiago died of shock upon hearing of Basilio's arrest and Padre Irene's embellished stories of a violent revolt. So, that's it. Next, we have Father Bernardo Salve. Father Bernardo Salve, or also known Father Salve, the former parish priest of San Diego in Noli Me Tangere, but now in El Fili he described as her confessor. In spite of reports of Ibarra's death, Salve believes that he is still alive and lives in constant fear of his revenge. So next is we have Kabesang, We have Tandang Selo pala. So, Tandang Selo is the father of Kabesang Tales and grandfather of Tamo and Julie, a deer hunter and later on a broom maker. He and Tails took in the young. So, after Julie's suicide, Selo left town permanently, taking with him his hunting spear. He was later seen with the bandits and was killed in an encounter with the Guardia Civil. So yun, that's it. So for additional, Kabisang Tales is the father of Julie and Tano. He was a sugarcane planter who cleared lands he thought belonged to no one, losing his wife and eldest daughter in the endeavor. So, yun. Next, we have Hermana Petchang. Hermana yan guys It's not Hermacna. Hermana po yan. Na-typo lang. So, yun. Going back. Hermana is the Hermana Petchang, is one of the among rich folks of Tiani, who lent Julie money to ransom Kabisang Tales from the bandits. In return, Julie were reserved as her maid until the money was paid off. So Petchong is described as a pious woman who speaks Spanish. However, her piety was clouded over by the virtues taught by the friars. So Petchong was the only one who took pity upon her life, and also, nevertheless, when the rich folks of Tiani shunned Julie because to support her family in any way might earn some form of retribution from the friars. So lastly is Hermana Bali. Julie's mother figure and counselor, she accompanied Julie in her efforts to secure Kabisang Tales' ransom, and later on, Basilio's release. Bali was a pananggigera or a gambler who once performed religious services in a Manila convent. When Tails was captured by bandits, it was Bali who suggested to Julie the idea to borrow money from Chinese wealthy citizens payable when Talis' legal dispute over his farm was won. So, that's it. That's all for my report. Para mas inyong maunawaan, antabayanan natin ang mga susunod na mag-uulat dahil ang aking ulat ay patungkol lamang sa mga karakter ng No Lumitangere at karakter ng El Filibusterismo. Yun lamang po at ang maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Naway may naunawaan kayo at naintindihan sa aking mga pinagsasabi at hindi lang sa pinagsasabi pati na rin sa aking pinresent sa araw na ito. Yun lamang at maraming salamat. Sumunod, atin ng tunghayan ang susunod na mag-uulat.